if you wish.
Jennifer, I'm a resident. I live here in Clovis.
Thank you.
And I'll put my name and address down for you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Mic check. Okay, so I wanted to bring up a few concerns regarding the proposed ordinance that you are voting on today. Per Section 1 of the ordinance, it states, federal law imposes felony criminal liability on every person, in all caps, who ships or receives abortion pills or abortion-related paraphernalia. I have repeatedly asked for you all to supply documentation outlining the terms above, as many items could be considered abortion paraphernalia, as Ms. Kidd mentioned earlier. What are you considering to be paraphernalia or pills? Who is deciding these terms? Groups from Texas? Outside influences? Secondly, I have asked repeatedly how this will affect incest and sexual assault victims here in Clovis. As you've heard from our other two speakers, it's here, it's happening. It's your neighbors sometimes, you don't know that. Many of those individuals rely on the telehealth options to receive medications to prevent unwanted forced pregnancies from their assaults. The medications supplied by the medical professionals in these instances are legal, safe, and FDA approved, and denying and impeding access to care is a huge human rights violation. A few council members have assured me that per your attorney, I'm still not quite sure which attorney you're referring to, Mr. Jared Morris, or the gentleman from Texas, or maybe even the gentleman from Albuquerque. This will not affect sexual assault victims in Clovis, nor will it affect health care. I have asked repeatedly for supporting documentation that backs up this claim, but all requests have fallen on deaf ears. I wanted to point out the fact that this ordinance is rushed. You said it yourself, it was in about 20-ish days, and the verbiage has been confusing to even some of the commission members here today. What also stands out to me is that most of the commissioners and the mayor have already made up their decisions without taking into account the voices from the entirety of our city, because there are some of us here that are pro-choice, okay? Mayor Morris, when you were elected, you stated the following: I want to bring the community together. Most citizens didn't vote for me. I want to demonstrate to all citizens that I am everyone's mayor. I am asking you to remember that promise today. As I don't feel as if you have personally demonstrated this promise during this process. It feels as if you all only care about one demographic in this community without a thought about the ramifications and the impacts it will have on the other part of this community. I keep hearing you that you all have done your research. Have you? Have you sat down with those who work with sexual assault victims like Ms. Kidd? Have you talked to other legal experts, ones that aren't paid by lobbyist organizations? And have you spoken to hospitals? I'm asking you to do the right thing today, please, even if it's hard.
Thank you, ma'am.